What's your middle name? It's Lee. And no, it's not simple like L-E-E. No, it's spelled L-E-I-G-H. I like the name Lee. I love it. But which one of my parents came up with L-E-I-G-H? I heard that they use Lee, L-E-E for boys and L-E-I-G-H for girls. But it's like, stop genderizing things. Just call me Lee. I mean, it took it took enough time for me to learn how to spell my last name. Oh my god. If you were going to mess with someone because you were kind of mad, what would be the ultimate prank you'd pull? I've actually thought about this. I've never done this, but I've thought about this. You take the person, if you regularly visit their house, or you live with them, even better if you live with them, take their conditioner, empty it out, but maybe leave a little bit in, and replace it with a depilatory, such as Nair. Now, usually depilatories have a distinct smell to them. I know Nair does, so you would have to like add some fragrances or something, and that's why I would consider leaving some of the conditioner in, but you would have to cover up that specific fragrance, but you replace their conditioner with a depilatory, and they're, putting it through their hair in the shower, and they leave it in for a couple of minutes, because that's what you're supposed to do. And they rinse it out and realize that all their hair's turned to sponge! And it's coming out, and they freak out, and they come out, and they're trying to dry their hair, and all this hair's just breaking off. They won't be completely bald, but it's not gonna look good, especially if they really like their hair. If they really like their hair, that is the ultimate prank. Now, as you guys recently have seen, I have shaved my head, so, that's not something that would necessarily bother me anymore, because I got the wigs. But yeah, depilatory in the conditioner. How do you say, hey, I'm walking here, you stupid? I don't have my little yellow book, which has translations and stuff. I've never, ever claimed to be fluent in Japanese. In fact, I'm like the furthest thing from fluent, aside from not knowing any Japanese at all. I can carry the most simplest of conversations, especially since after the critical period, before somebody hits puberty, it's harder to learn another language. That's actually been proven. It's the critical period hypothesis. So even, when I took French, I barely know how to say anything in French, especially because of my bad memory. All that's gone. If I'm not regularly practicing Japanese, it's gone. I used to know how to tell time. I used to know the days of the week. I can still count to 100, but I'm in no way fluent. I can tell somebody that I can't speak Japanese so I can get a translator, and that is very helpful. However, let's say what Google Translate has to say about it. Okay, according to Google Translate, now for those of you who are fluent in Japanese, I sincerely apologize, and please feel free to leave a comment on how you actually say, hey, I'm walking here, you stupid, in Japanese. So according to Google Translate, ちょっと私はあなたが愚かここに歩いています. So I know ちょっと is wait, 私は is I am, あなたが is you. And baka usually means idiot, not necessarily stupid. Yeah, so I guess that's what Google says. It's probably wrong. If you were to cosplay any YouTuber, who would it be? Well, it's difficult because I watch so little YouTubers, but I love Markiplier, so I would cosplay Wilford Warstash. Who would you want to meet in real life out of all your fans? Problem! Guys, I'm a sociophobe. Social anxiety. I can't. I mean, I've met one of my fans at Anime Expo years ago, but since then, social anxiety has gotten worse, way worse. I really don't think I'll ever be able to go to a convention again. It sucks. I would try if I had the money, honestly. But if I were to meet one of my fans, it would have to be Thomas Barron, because he is the original Reitannite. He has been there since literally the very beginning, since MySpace. And God knows that's ancient history. Of course, if I met him, I would not be like I am on camera. I would definitely avoid eye contact, because I cannot keep eye contact with people. I couldn't keep eye contact with my psychologist for more than like a second. I would be very quiet. Actually, I take on more of a Fluttershy personality when I'm around people, so yeah. What was your reaction to the show's depiction of Marble and Limestone, and would you want more episodes with them? I haven't seen the episode yet. I have not been watching, No! Wait! My camera ran out of battery. Okay, so I haven't been watching season 5 since the episode with Moon Dancer, the recolor of Twilight. That drives me nuts. I know you were trying to, Hasbro, seriously, with the recolors. I know you were trying to indicate that they were very, very, very close friends, but the fact that they, pretty much the only difference is that Moon Dancer has bushy eyebrows and she wears glasses. She puts her bangs up, but come on guys, she is a Twilight recolor, and it's not cool. But back to Marble and Limestone. Now, I haven't seen the episode, but I have seen the designs. I am very disappointed in Marble because we saw how they were as fillies. We saw them. They both were very snarky. And so I was not expecting another Fluttershy. And her mane looks terrible. And I'm not just saying this because I made my own Marble. It was known as Marblestone. Watch the video, Who is Inky Pie, to understand why she's called Marblestone in the Muffins universe. I have seen many fan versions of Marble Pie that looked so much better. Her cutie mark looks like 3 little marbles. Why? Because her name's Marble Pie? I think there could have been a better story for that, especially the cutie mark that most fans used for her before they actually showed the canon sisters. We used that purple geode. A majority of the fans used that purple geode. And that made you think, I wonder what happened. And that's why I wrote cutie mark stories for Inky and Blinky Pie for Muffins. But I don't know what the stories were that the original creator intended for those marks, but it makes you wonder more than just, oh, well, that's their name. And Limestone, I heard she's a lot like my Blinky Pie in the fact that she's really bitchy, and I expect that. Her hair is cool. Her hair is really cool, but I expected something more along the lines of, for both of their mains, I expected something that was based off of the way they were as fillies, because that is how I designed them, and that's how most fans design them. So her mane is really cool. But not for her. Her cutie mark is stupid. It's literally a lime and some stones. Oh, her name is Limestone. Whoop-de-doo. Seriously. Hasbro, come on. I think Hasbro is seeing these fan versions are all like, damn, they're good, but we can't steal any of them or else we'll have to pay them. How would you react if definitely won't happen? You found one of your My Little Pony characters in the background in a couple of scenes. Well, of course, like you said, that definitely won't happen, and I definitely don't expect it to happen, otherwise I need some money, Hasbro. But if I saw them, I'd be like, wait a minute. In fact, that's kind of what I did with Double Diamond, except at first I was like, hey, he kind of looks like Chain Link, but I was able to see the differences, so I knew it wasn't a ripoff, it was just a coincidence. But if I saw, like, Minky Pie or Jazz Seed, if I saw that, I would have to pause it, look, and then pull up my picture of my drawings of one of them and compare it and go, I'm gonna sue the fuck out of you. I would just be like, Hasbro, you're suing everybody because they're making fan fictions and fan animations. You're making people take their fan animations down from YouTube. You just stole one of my characters without paying me, without even asking for my permission. Your ass is sued. Why did someone call you a homophobe? Because they're curious to hear this story. So a couple days ago I found a comment on one of my, it was actually on All That Glitters, that said, and I quote, I'm guessing you're homophobic. And I kind of stared at it, I was like, what? For one, what does that have to do with All That Glitters? There's nothing in there that should indicate anything about sexual preference at all, because I really tend to avoid that kind of thing when it comes to My Little Pony. And really, that's the only story. I don't remember the screen name because I deleted the comment after replying to it, but they just said, I'm guessing you're homophobic. Like, it's a statement, not even a question, are you homophobic? But like, I have never given any reason for anybody to think that I'm homophobic. For one, I'm pansexual. I just happen to be in a heterosexual relationship. That's just who I fell in love with. But I mean, look around my channel. Look around my DeviantArt. There's a whole lot of gay going on. There is a hell of a lot of gay gay going on. And the fact that, I'm mainly interested in yaoi and then yuri and then heterosexual hentai. In fact, I don't even ship a lot of heterosexual couples. In a sense, I'm kind of heterophobic. It's very rare that I ship heterosexual couples. And, I'll make my own OCs that are straight. Like, Coda is straight as a fucking rail, and he has a girlfriend, and Evelyn's got a husband, and Tenji's got a wife. Tenji's also got a boyfriend with his wife's approval. There is just so much gay going on everywhere about me. Everything I like, it's just there's so much gay. I'm like the last person you'd be able to accuse of being homophobic. Especially when I get so fucking disgusted. I think it was Mississippi that did it, but they passed a law where they are able to deny service because of their own religious beliefs to people who are of a different sexuality. What part of separation between church and state don't you fucking understand? The fact that Mississippi and other states, Mississippi was able to do it, and other states are trying to. I don't know if any other states have been able to do it. The fact that they are doing that is completely unconstitutional, and I wish our government would crack down more on it, because we should be past this by now. We really should. But then again, we should be past racism by now, and we're not. So, the fact that I just get so sickened by that, but good news, in Mississippi, there are places that will put a sign, like on their restaurants, will put a sign that we accept everyone, or we serve everyone, meaning gay couples are allowed here. It's like when black people weren't allowed to go into certain bars, or restaurants, or when they couldn't use certain fountains. Mississippi, are you going to make it so that homosexuals can't use the same fountain as heterosexuals? Seriously, it is disgusting, and I just... So, no, I'm not homophobic.